Hello, it's Wednesday the 19th of August and arcades are open in England, Wales and indeed Northern Ireland. Unfortunately, the Scottish Government has not seen fit to listen to our arguments so far and has kept amusement arcades closed, as well as stopping players in pubs and indeed in betting offices playing on gaming and amusement machines. There is no logic to this position, as we pointed out many times to both officials and ministers north of the border. Our premises are safe. We've got robust guidance in place that we know works because it's been doing so very successfully in England and Wales since the 4th of July in England's case. Tomorrow the First Minister will make an announcement, and we very much hope she will give the green light to amusement arcades and for machines in pubs to be switched on from Monday the 24th of August. This is probably too late for our seasonal businesses in Scotland. Schools went back on the 11th of August. It's going to be a very cold and hard winter for our members north of the border. And that is why the Scottish Government has got to acknowledge the unique and special circumstances in which they've placed our members there. The rest of the tourist industry opened up back in mid-July, but we've been firmly shuttered since. Not only do we need a VAT and MGD cut to 5%, which is a matter for the Westminster Government, but we also need the Scottish Government to look at other and creative ways in which they can help our sector, not least by extending rates relief through to the 21-22 year. For members who are open, things seem to have been going quite well. Reports from the coast suggest there's plenty of people out and the weather's certainly helped over recent weeks. That's meant we've had the footfall we needed, and it means the income has probably been better than we would have dared to hope, maybe at the beginning of June or even earlier. That's not to say it's going to be a good year, it's not even going to be a poor year. It's still going to be one of the worst I think any of us can recall. But let's hope it's not catastrophic. Nevertheless, for seasonal businesses, as I've just mentioned, we do have to get additional support. The government must cut the VAT rate at the very least to 5% for 6 months. And we are making that case very strongly. In fact, I've just got off a call with the Shadow Tourism Minister on this very point. Members are writing to their MPs and we're beginning to see some of their responses, all very supportive of our case. We need to save our seaside, we need to save our arcades, we need to get through to Easter next year as best we can so that we can continue to support those local coastal communities and those local coastal economies from 2021 onwards. I hope you will keep supporting us in that case. In the pub market, where we are open again in England and Wales, things are steadily getting better. More and more pubs are now opening, more and more pubs are having their machines on, and there's a steady increase in income. Again, it's going to be nothing like previous years, but it's good to see something of a return to normality for our businesses supplying the pub sector. Where I feel the most pain, however, is for our manufacturers and distributors. They receive no help from government other than the Job Retention Scheme and an invitation to apply for unwanted loans to help their businesses going. They've received no income, just like our members at the seaside or on the high street. Frankly, I'm very worried about the winter months for those businesses. They will not have sold a machine since probably summer last year. Orders were taken at EAG, machines were purchased from overseas, some were even put in place, but they've not yet been paid for or they've been returned. Machine sales are likely to be depressed for some time. It's very difficult to look forward, I know, and who knows whether we might have a vaccine within weeks, months or a year, but things will get better. And I do like to be optimistic, and I do look now into 2021 for those distributors and manufacturers and see an industry that has bounced back from where we are now, which is beginning again to get to grips with how it can market and sell fun to the family entertainment sector and how we can provide entertaining games on the high street or in our pubs. It will come back and the machine supply chain will begin to flow again. In the meantime, bacta needs to do as much as it can do to help that sector. And I again re-raise this issue to see if there just might be some way we can get some support for the supply chain into the leisure sector. As I said earlier, there's been absolutely no doubt that that part of our business has probably been the most badly affected of a very, very serious situation. Stay well, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very shortly at the next round of divisional committee meetings which are taking place in September. Thank you very much.